Welcome to Technology Learning Space YouTube channel. We are in the second video of VMware Site Recovery Manager series. And in this video, we are going to start the deployment of Site Recovery Manager solution. SRM deployment includes many steps. First part of the deployment is installation of SRM instance on a Windows server at both sites. What you are seeing now are the minimum components you need for SRM deployment. SAN storage, VMware EXSI, vCenter, and virtual machines at both sites should be ready and functional to start VMware Site Recovery Manager instance implementation. After you complete Site Recovery Manager installation, you can install Storage Replication Adapter in order to communicate SRM with storage array. Minimum requirements you need to run SRM are following. Of course, you will have a better than this configuration. In case you are running this in your lab or testing, you can start with this minimum configuration. Compatibility is another part you have to look before you go for SRM installation. In this demo, I'm using vSphere 6.5 for all components. First, we're gonna download the VMware Site Recovery Manager 6.5.1 from myvmware.com. Once you have completed VMware Site Recovery Manager download, then double click and start installation of Site Recovery Manager. Click Run. Select your language and click OK. Click Next. Again, agree the terms in the license agreement and just click Next to ensure that you have performed the prerequisites. Select your destination for the installation. Here the first address requested is the platform service controller address, so enter the IP address of PSC. In my case, I'm using an embedded deployment mode for vCenter, so my address is vCenter site.a.itproguide.com. Click Next. Accept the certificate. Select a vCenter server address, then click Next. Enter the information to register Site Recovery Manager extension. Then click Next. Here a custom Site Recovery Manager plugin identifier comes in the case of multiple sites connected to a shared recovery site. In our case, it is a default Site Recovery Manager plugin identifier. So select it and click Next. Select first option to generate a certificate automatically, then click Next. Here enter the information required to generate a certificate. SRM requires a database. It can be an embedded database server or a custom database server. If you're going to choose a custom database server, then click DSN setup and add ODBC data source administration required for that. In my case, I'm going to use an embedded database server. Click Next. So as it is a new database, I'm going to create data source name, database username, database password. Enter the details and click Next. Here I choose to use the local system account, then click Next. So let's begin the installation. Now the installation has completed. The next part is to go to the vCenter and check the SRM plugin is available. So here I log into Site A vCenter Once you log into VMware vCenter server for primary site, select home button and you can see site recovery in the middle of the tab. Select site recovery. So this means SRM at site A is okay and you have to start with site B. And this is my SRMB Windows server. So you can see the computer name is SRMB. So this is a site recovery manager for recovery site. I'm not going to show you complete steps because this is similar to site A. You just need to follow the configure installation wizard. So just double click and start the installation. The installation is same as what you have done for site A. The only difference is you need to give platform service address and vCenter address of site B during the installation. So just click next and accept the license agreement. I just skipped all the common steps comes in the installation. So we completed SRM installation for site B. Now we're gonna verify it from vCenter for site B. So log into the vCenter with vCenter credentials and select home tab and you can see site recovery manager is ready inside your vCenter. So we completed SRM installation at both sites, site A and site B. Next part of the demo is SRM pairing. In the first video when I explained about the architecture, I mentioned SRM use a paired architecture. Here we're gonna configure it. So for site pairing, log into VMware vCenter at site A. Then select home tab and go to site recovery. In site recovery you can see sites. When you click sites, it will show you vCenter site A itproguide.com. So click on the available site, then right click and select pair sites. Enter the platform service controller address of remote vCenter. Then enter the credentials for your remote vCenter. Click yes. Again. Just refresh, you can see both the sites are connected and a site A and site B appear in the site column. That's all about site pairing.